Hi everyone, how are we doing? We are away again this weekend at ComicCon Northeast at the Utila Arena. I've probably said that completely wrong. Trading with our family business, DEMIZE Collectibles. Join me as we see exactly what is going on this weekend. Right, I cannot believe again it's almost the end of the week, so which means the weekend, which means for us, DEMIZE family, DEMIZE Collectibles, our family business, we are hitting the road yet again. As you already probably know, when it hits the weekend, if we're not out car bootying or toy hunting or a toy fair, we are trading at a Comic-Con. Spent literally all week just getting orders out, eBay, Etsy, Vinted, Depop. And then the little bit of time that I did have, managed to spend getting extra bits ready for this weekend as we are heading far north. As we are heading north to Newcastle for ComicCon Northeast, and we are with Monopoly Events. That beeping's really annoying. Just loading the van in literally for the event. Gotta go head down there today and set up. If you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you follow the channel, thank you so much for joining us on our journey. So, DEMIZE Family YouTube channel, what do? We will travel up and down the UK, trading at all the big conventions, selling to you awesome people. And if you do follow the channel and follow us at Comic-Cons, thank you so much, guys. It honestly does mean a heck of a lot to us. Loading in. It is the day before setup day. Sorry, no, it is the day of setup day. It's come round already. It's Friday. Just getting everything ready in the van to head up to Newcastle. It's about a 2-hour drive, 2.5 hours, so it shouldn't take too long, traffic pending. Sadly, Beth cannot make it this weekend. She's having a weekend off due because we don't have the child cover, but she's more than happy to have the weekend off. I don't know if you know, she does have fibro, and doing a show every weekend is just killer for her. It takes her like about a week to get back to normal again after a big event anyway. So more than happy to have the weekend off. So it would just be me and Mally this weekend. And next week we do actually have a weekend off. We don't have an event to go to. I'm not going to book one in because I deserve a weekend off too. It's about to hit half term, so I'm taking the whole week off with the boys. Call of Duty's just come out, Black Ops, so we'll just be smashing that all week and watching loads of horror, Halloween stuff, getting into the festive spirit, the spooky spirit. The plan the weekend after that, we are back on the road at Liverpool's biggest convention. It's Liverpool Comic-Con. This one is absolutely massive, not to be missed, and the lineup is incredible. Liverpool Comic-Con by Monopoly Events, which is in 2 weeks' time. But the weekend off we have before that, we will be hitting the charity shops and hopefully a car boot sale to see what awesome collectibles we can find to put on our stand at Comic-Con. Forgot to mention, last weekend we were at For the Love of Horror. That was just an incredible weekend. You can watch that video if you haven't already. It isn't in our previous video watch list in the Comic-Con section. It was a horror convention run by Monopoly Events, the big one of the year, the UK's biggest horror Halloween convention. That was awesome. Back on the road already, another weekend. It's flown by, absolutely flown by. And in true fashion, typically our main big delivery of horror stuff arrived a few days ago, which is obviously a week late for the event now, but it will still go very well on the stand. It's all Halloween, horror themed stuff. Halloween's literally just around the corner, so it will sell very well. It'll sell all year round, to be honest, but it's just a shame that it wasn't there to put on the stand at For the Love of Horror, because it would have looked really cool as well. Bye, Taco! See you after the weekend. Ta-da! One full van. That's as full as it is literally going to be able to go, I think. Can't fit anything else in there. Final van checks are complete. We do actually have a bigger stand as well this weekend. We've got our normal 3 tables with 2 backing tables. Are you ready, Marley, for a weekend of Comic-Con? Special guest, Marley DEMIZE. Do you not want to stick that in the back? What we got? Yeah, it's probably better in the back. What you got in there?
Xbox.
Xbox? What? We got your Xbox in there? Seriously? Marley's brought his Xbox.
Oh, that's good.
Have you got your power cable and the HDMI cable as well?
Yeah.
And a controller? Yeah.
Oh, I just brought the console.
Sonic's just come out as well, a new Sonic game, so Marley's going to be playing that when it's on an evening. Let's hit the road. Where are we going, Mally?
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Why, aye, man? Parking pass. We do have a few orders to send as well just before we leave, but time to hit the road. Coming into Newcastle now, very slowly at a snail's pace. Pace? And the Angel of the North is just over there. Can you see it? It's usually a bit more clearer. The tree's quite high actually. Usually a bit more cut down, but there it is, and it's in all of its glory. Hakuna Matata, the Angel of the North. And we are in the arena. Time to get the van unloaded and set up for this weekend. Marley has vanished. Haven't seen him for about 10 minutes. He might be waiting for me at the stall. But this is what it's like, guys, on setup day. We've got quite a bit of decent time actually, so it's nice and chilled. Got about 4 hours to set up the stand, I think. Home for Demise is over here somewhere this weekend. There you are. We've gone ages. So yeah, here's our stand for the weekend. Watch as Marley magically puts the stand together. Yeah. Surfing. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, it's probably not good idea for health and safety. This safety first as always. Are you going to help unload the van?
Yeah, will do.
What? Hey. And just like that, we are completely set up. Ta-da! With an hour to spare as well. What's going on?
We're just too good.
I think, Mally, you could be faster than Beth Demise. Could be faster. So yeah, we've done it. We've got an hour to spare. We've got the big setup today, so we've got an extra 2 tables as well. Time to get to the hotel and chill out for a bit, which is nice. Some of the set builds at this weekend's event. Monsters Inc., Mike Rozowski. Pretty cool in the door, booze door. Got the platform 9 3/4. It's the only way to get in, Marley. Got to hold the trolley to get through. Harry Potter platform 9 3/4. I love this build. We've seen this one before. The Simpsons set, really cool. So you can get a photo in there as well, all included with the price. Harry Potter motorbike with the sidecar as well. Devil's Rejects set builds, really cool. Captain Spaulding down there, the infamous chair. This is the prop build from Scream. Iconic sofa. You'll know this one, Marley. This one's from Saw, so we've got Billy. Marley's happy. We've just found the gaming area. Consoles throughout the edges. We've got PlayStation, Nintendo. Oh, some old consoles and some new consoles. Really cool. Loads, absolutely loads. This is the set build from Terrifier 3. Do you dare sit in the chair? Dun, dun, dun. Just found another set build. They're all over the place. I don't quite know what this one is, guys, so you'll have to remind me in the comments. Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Probably not saying that one right. Do you recognise it, Marley? No, me neither. So that's about 10 set builds at least at this ComicCon, all included with the price, which is cool. What we've got on the stand for this weekend. Spent a long time doing all the backing cards now, so it all looks nice and neat and tidy. Star Wars wall with Marvel Legends. This bag is awesome. I love this. This will sell straight away. You've probably seen it in one of the videos that we collected it. Darth Maul backpack. Gruffalo backpack was a new one, a new pickup. Loads of plushies. Marvel Legends. Vintage Power Rangers. Some Hasbros that we've got left over too. I do need to get some more. These go really well if you bought some of these before off us, guys. They're tarot cards, so we've got Supernatural, Adventure Time, another Adventure Time deck as well. And our pins galore, absolutely loads of enamel pin badges, all 2 for $5. Horror themed ones, we've still got a few left over from the HorrorCon, so that's good. Get them sold this weekend. New toy bins as well, so we've changed our toy bin boxes so we can fit more underneath. I think we've got like 14 toy bins underneath now, which is good, we can fit more out. Lucky bags are back. Beth spent a long time putting them together, they're just £1. They will fly out always. Minifigures, Pokemon ones are new in, and some horror characters as well. They were supposed to be for the love of horror, but they arrived late, which is standard really, isn't it, when you order something. Monster High, not got a lot left over. Beth didn't have enough time to put some more together, but those will do nicely. And comics, a lot of these new Doctor Who magazines, brand new sealed, still with all the gifts inside. All ready for this weekend. What's the message?
ComicCon, Northeast, spectacular.
What we're working on is who is that? Is that
It's going to be the guy from Red Dead Redemption.
Ah, I was going to say that, or Fallout maybe, but it's not ghoul enough.
Yeah, I think I'm working on this guy. Or Arthur something or other.
Very nice.
Thank you. Is this your video? You going, Mel?
I'm just doing a little bit of a video, and did you watch the last one I tagged you in?
I did, I shared it as well,
alright, nice, cheers buddy.
Yeah, no worries.
Local legend fish. Amazing stall, all one of a kind hand painted prints.
Cheers, Dumbo.
So this weekend's event is all in one hall, guys. Just showing you now. Over here is the main stage area where all the talks, the cosplay competition will be held. There's a talk going on right now. Let's see who's on there.
There's a lot more to it, but he's a brilliant guy. Yeah.
I can sum up John Barrowman. If you don't know him, I did the Q&A with him this year. I'd met him before over the years at TV awards, premieres and stuff. I go to him, hi John, it's Andy, hello.
So the North East Legion are the guys that you've just seen in the video. Everyone's dressed up from Star Wars, they're fundraising here. Star Wars fundraising, North East Legion. This is their section, their chapter, their charity stand, and they are walking around also getting collections off people. So behind me now is the guest area. Let's check it out and see what is going on. Yeah, getting busy now. Everyone queuing up for their photos and signatures with all of this weekend's guests. I will try and sneak in a bit later, just so I can show you guys who is actually here, if I can get in there. Oh,
We're getting there.
getting there, aren't we?
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
You found some customers now?
Have you? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have. It's been busy, mate. It's not
It has been good, yeah. So this is Monopoly Events official stand selling all their merchandise. Pretty much all of it is consigned, so it's signatures, acrylic cases, some amazing high-end stuff. Like everything's already been signed, and because you know it's from Monopoly Events, you know it's legit. As the amount of guests that they get. I mean, look at some of the pieces, are incredible. All the signed pops, signed prints. Hello, mate.
That's it as well.
Looking good. Oh, look at this Freddy claw. This is cool.
Yeah, fun bit for you. You might want this as well. Also comes with his own COA attached.
How much you got on that? It's
We're asking 300 on this.
That is nice. Lost Boys, all signed. Yeah, some incredible stuff, mate. Out of my price range, though.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I can say
Very
it's
nice.
free compliment though.
Yeah, we'll grab one of those, mate. Thank you. So you did see earlier, this is the foyer or the lounge, let's say. But all the gaming area, absolutely full of people. Pretty much every console is in use. I might have a quick check to see if I got any things that I was into when I was a kid. PlayStation 1. Going on now, there is a talk with the legendary guest Hodor from Game of Thrones. I am going to try and sneakily get a little bit for you.
D.B. Weiss's script as such. What was it about that script? What jumped out for you?
Well, my script was obviously...
Yeah, obviously the movements, I think.
Well, I just like the whole thing. It wasn't all about dragons, and it wasn't all about magic. It was about relationships, and it was about families. It was more like a mafia type thing, almost.
Going on now is the cosplay competition. I am going to catch some of that for you guys, because I always like this. I'll probably just get the finalists, as it just goes on for too long. Over 16's category as well. Newcastle's cosplay competition. That was awesome. There was some incredible cosplay. I really enjoyed that, and I got some really good footage for you as well. Still doing this picture. How long has it been now?
He's sold.
What you did?
He's sold, mate. He's sold.
Oh, they're all sold.
Yeah. So it won't be long now. You found any customers?
Go on, get him. He deserves it.
Oh no! Don't you blast that horn behind me, man. Send me nuts.
We have been busy. Marley's just having a quick break. What are you doing, Marley?
I'm up in the iron.
Up in the irons. On the old iron brew. No product placement there at all. But yeah, it's going good. Busy day. Saturday so far. Wilsford's fudge. Yum yum yum. A free taste of the good stuff.
Oh, definitely.
The devil's fudge, right? Is that what they call it nowadays?
Hey, it's all saints, mate. Saints.
Yeah. So what's new?
White chocolate and M&M's.
Ooh.
The Biscoff, the Jammy Dodger.
Yeah, that looks good.
All
Yum
good
yum
stuff.
yum.
All good stuff. Come and get a free taste. Yum yum yum.
Welcome to Newcastle ComicCon on a Sunday morning. We've just got here. It's about half an hour until the doors open. Marley is doing a good job topping up, aren't you, Marley? Dun, dun, dun. I'll probably top up the badges as well. It'll be nice and quiet this morning, so I will walk around and show you guys some of the stalls as well, so stay tuned and we'll check that out now. Here he is, the man himself. What have we got that's new, man? Oh, nice, mask. That's cool.
The best thing I got this morning was the alien.
Oh, you picked that up today? Yeah, he's got some nice toys on here. DNA toys. Cool little Cyberman.
These scores have done really well. Another nice figure.
Yeah, it's nice. What's that one from? Beast.
These ones.
Very nice, my man.
Go with the dust from the collection.
Ghostbuster figures. I'll leave you to it, man. It's cool movie prints here. Framed for £10. That's good. Really cool stall next door to us. Demise is over here, but this is all Doctor Who stuff, ranging through the years. Some incredible toys on this one. Really nice collectibles. If you're a Doctor Who fan, then this is the stall for you. Really good. Morning, mate. You're right. Marley's busy serving. You might get out of the store. Give me like one. Morning. These are cool.
Kind of like people looking to take something insane.
Onesie stall, this is cool.
It's very cool, I know.
You're very down with it. I love it. Morning, mate, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
It's some independent work of yours, is it?
Yeah, it's my own comics. I'm the writer and creator.
Nice, good to see something fresh.
And every comic book has its own soundtrack on vinyl that goes with it as well. Set all around the UK as well.
These have been handmade crocheted, are they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, really cool. Morning, you right? I love the colours on these t-shirts.
Thanks very much.
Really nice.
Quite well against this dark interior.
Yeah, stands out. Popping colours.
Yeah, man. It's fun about thing really. Like glowy bottoms, colours and cushions and whatever else.
Good. But it's literally just opened for a Sunday morning. It's pretty busy, to be honest, compared to some shows on a Sunday morning. It's good footfall already. This looks pretty cool. Blanchette Place. This is one that Beth Demize will probably like. Witchy, horror, gothy stuff.
I love this doll, man.
Some bottles.
The Beetlejuice. Oh wow.
Cookie Club. Hello. You alright? Legendary cookies. GEEK.
all over the phone.
Morning, man. You alright?
Morning.
How you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Good to see another familiar face. You alright?
Hey, how's it going for you?
Yeah, not bad. We had a pretty good day yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. A nice collection of anime figures here. Demon Slayer. T-shirt stand. Bespoke Pokemon. These are really cool. Little scenes inside each Pokeball. Hopefully you can see them. Mystic, Grill Mystic. Oh yeah, you're right. The smell's coming off. It's good.
I'm glad, thank you.
Northeast Legion in force here. Cheers, guys. Bubble tea. Legendary bubble tea, morning.
Okay.
I'll have to come for one of these later, I think. Usually do. Cheers. In terms of traders, it's not massively overfilled, which is good. There's a nice amount of traders that are all selling different wares, as you can see. It's not saturated with the same thing, which is nice. Mask Mayhem. Alright guys.
Hi, okay?
How you doing?
Okay.
Nice to see another familiar face.
Ready for day 2.
What do we got over here?
It's quite satisfying. Oh yes. Yes. That sound of
Good, depends on the colour of
oh my god, yeah, we took those photos and they're like something else and I was like, oh,
novelty ID cards. Morning guys, you alright?
Hello.
How you doing?
Stealing your content, Bruce. Your food channel.
Morning guys, you alright?
Morning.
I've not seen you in ages. I thought I saw the banner, I was like,
Yeah.
Dream Makers Jewellery. Handmade stuff. Red Dragon Craft. Hello.
Hi.
You alright? Bobby Chan. Artist work. Hello, how you doing? You alright?
Not bad of yourself.
All good, thank you. I like the artwork.
Thank you.
Very nice. Right, we'll get a sneaky look over here. I don't think the guests will be here yet because it's still a bit too early, but there is quite a lot of people still crowding around, so I'm guessing they'll be here any moment. I'll do a quick pan just to show you guys who actually is here. Oh yeah. Brutus the Barber Beefcake is here, guys, and he's there, over there, legendary Golden Age wrestler. What a legend.
Letters in the TARDIS. Greetings. What are you doing? Are you recording us? We like to be recorded. Will you be putting our film on YouTube? Will you be putting it on any social media? Will you like TikTok as well? You can make a TikTok video of us. Have you visited my TikTok shop? I can get you some hundreds of telephones for £33.
This has been marvellously put together. Like I say, you would look lovely in the corner of my room. But if we can just have a big hand for all of our cosplayers. Our prizes today are sponsored by Bubble Ninja, Bubble Tea round the corner, and the Cookie Club on the back wall. We also have some lovely Wilson's Fudge for our winners. We also have some lovely little 3D props from SD3D down there. Hi guys. And some from our Milo, which is the sponsored charity today, so thank you very much. Thanks very much all our under 14s for taking the stage today.
It's Sunday, we're going to check out some of Sunday's cosplay competition. Lunatic. So there has been some incredible cosplay at this year's event, guys. I'm going to show you some more of it now.
And these clowns over here. I just want to test something. I'm just going to go and test something. If the husband here, I'm so sorry. So, What was particularly you look for today?
It's nice to see sort of dedication to something like craft and something that maybe they didn't have to. It's not needed, but it is quite nice to see like, oh, I want to make that. That's quite nice. It's hard. It's hard.
And that's why I started it in. We do all the hard work. It's really into that side of the job. So yeah, Emma's very detail oriented. We saw this yesterday in our winner who had those embroidery details down the back that nobody saw, but she wanted them there for herself. So is anybody interested in cosplay that hasn't done it before? Might do it next time. What I will advise, oh good, I'll send you 13,000 emails about it, you'll be fine. Because what you'll find, especially parents, if you get kids into cosplay now, they don't have the money to go and see Dodgy Dave down Biker. Okay? Always a good idea to get them into an expensive hobby when they're young. This is one of them. But honestly, we've had cosplayers who are like 10, 11, and 12 coming in with like wings like this, or embroidery that's gone on, and you just see them develop and grow. And it's such a great hobby to get into. And the community itself is all accepting. Everybody loves everybody. Everybody's just there to build other people up. Even in competitive cosplay, everybody is there. They will come and give you tips, tricks. If anybody wants any ideas on what a first-time cosplayer might do, come and see any of our judges. Come and see any of our cosplayers. They will more than be happy to discuss this with you. It's one of the tightest, nicest communities you will ever come across. Okay? So if we can have a big hand for all of our competition entries. And our prizes today, as I say, they are sponsored by Bubble Ninja, Bubble Tea around the corner, which I'm sure I've seen a lot of you in your hand. We also have the Cookie Club, which is on the back wall, and the pink stand. Wilfred's Fudge, you'll never get a nicer food, has also donated some prizes. We have prizes from the 3D Club table down here, and from our Milo, who is the sponsored charity for ComicCon North East. So, who is doing my third place winner? So we're going to the Aesthetic Clown Prince. Please look them up on TikTok, on Instagram, all your social media. Oh, got the fan club in. So third place, why have you chosen this one for third place?
So the amount of work and detail that's been put into it, and it's one of the very first costumes that they have done themselves working with it. So it was unanimous really.
Okay, so who have we gone for third place?
So we've got Brianne Adams as Melania, well done. Can you step forward, please? Well done, and honestly, do go and have a look at the craftsmanship. It's got it. In fact, do go nice in my downstairs bathroom with all these butterflies, which you're seeing. I'm just buying props while I'm out here for housewares. So Emma, we'll come to you for second place. Why have we chosen this one for second? The dedication in dyeing things and altering was really good. The craftsmanship in some of the items, which are quite weird shapes, and lovely little details and hidden handbags.
Oh, so who have we gone for second place?
We've got Ellen as Eris.
Ellen as Eris comes in second place. Well done. Now this is one that did have us quite excited when they came to decide over the table and we were looking at all the little details. That was phenomenal. So of course there can only be one winner. And Gwyneth, why have we chosen this one as a winner? I'm just going to stand for you, Emma. Why have we chosen this as first?
So just to say, like as you mentioned, the construction and quality is amazing on everyone's costumes. But this one, it's all handmade out of amazing materials, very hard to use. You'd upgrade it every year, adding to it. Just the craftsmanship is insane, and that is Martin as the Viking, all handmade. Insane.
I mean, all for being a silkworm himself and reading the material, yes, absolutely, that is phenomenally well done. I think there's a few of us who say they'd quite like that this is one too. No, honestly, this is absolutely phenomenal effort. Excellent effort from everybody. Would you like to get a group photo so everybody can strike a pose? As everybody tries to knock each other out with a frost, that's all fun. All part of the fun, honestly. I would also like to thank all of our cosplayers who obviously took part. You, the audience,
Thanks for bringing the energy. Really appreciate that for our sponsors too and the Traders Hall. I'd also like to give a special mention to our lovely sound engineer.
Going on now on stage is a live talk, 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. We're going to check out some of that now.
Lady walked up to her and she's like, I liked the royal family, but I never liked 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps because and she was quite angry with me, and she was like, and I said, why didn't you like it? And she said, well, what, are you going to stand there and defend the inherent misogyny, anti-female sentiment in the script? And I said, no, why don't you ask the lady who wrote it? So, you know what I mean? But the world the world has changed, and maybe she wouldn't write that stuff anymore, but it's been interesting to see what's changed, how we've changed, and we kind of look at all that stuff in Will and Ralph Should Know Better, because we should, and we my, so it's well worth a watch.
I think the show as well that we've got out now, it encourages people to ask yourself questions like, how am I, you know, do I test myself enough? Do I step out my comfort zone enough? Could I do more in my life? And also we ask questions about aging, about, you know, if you don't look after yourself and keep yourself mentally and physically mobile, we put on aging suits and see what it's going to be like when we're 80, and it's awful. It's funny, but awful. And I was like, well, there's a lot you can learn and take from it, as well as us two messing around and being idiots. And also, there's a lot of stuff emotionally that we go through in it as well.
I mean, in case we're making it sound like it's a very serious show, when Will says we were asking a lot of questions of ourselves, one of the questions I asked most often was, Will, why does the car stink again? Open a window. So
if you're in a car with someone for a long time,
you get to know them inside and out.
There's a lot of music in the show, there's a lot of stuff going on, and also we end up naked on stage with the Dream Boys. So,
yes.
You know, every cloud, no one wants to see that, but 2,000 women that night did.
It was great. It was great.
It was amazing.
You know, we really loved it, didn't we?
Yeah, there's nothing more freeing than being naked on stage. I'll tell you that for free.
All right, well, this is a stage.
Well, there we go. Sorry, no one.
We were really worried. So we were doing this thing where we arrived in Milton Keynes, and it's like we've been thrown into it. We were on stage with the Dream Boys in like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, but we have to learn a whole routine, and then we're going to get naked on stage. And it was a bit like, what was funny is neither of us were actually nervous about the getting naked bit. We were really nervous about getting the dance steps wrong. And then it was only 5 minutes before we went on, we went, wait a second, we're about to get completely naked on stage. And then we did it, and we came off and we were like, what a rush that was. We were desperate to do it again, weren't we?
And I think that's what life's about sometimes, and that's what this show does. It makes you think, well, you know, sometimes you've got to do things that frighten you a bit. And once you do it, you'll be pleased you did it, because you get that adrenaline rush. And then the next time you come up against the obstacle, you'll find it easier. So we're asking all the questions you ask yourself, but we're like guinea pigs. We're putting ourselves out there, ready to be ridiculed.
I thought when you said that's what life should be all about, I honestly thought you were going to go whipping it out in front of 2,000 baying women. And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So what was it about? I mean, let's go to 2 pints first, because, you know, we could talk about lots of aspects of both your careers, but your careers have spanned so many different genres, so many different series over the years, all sorts. But I'm going to go to Johnny and Gaz first and talk about those characters and what it was about those characters when you first sat down at that read-through with Susan, and what was it about those characters that really jumped out for you individually?
We went for a casting, I don't know, was you cast before me? I can't remember.
Probably.
And then they brought someone in to make the show better, and that was me. So they went, we've got him. Fair enough. How do we improve this? Yeah, Will Mallory. No, it was literally perfect for me to play the part, and I think Susan Nixon, the writer, wanted Ralph, wanted me, and there was a couple of other people. Sheridan wasn't original cast, there was somebody else at the read-through, because we had to perform the show in front of the heads of the BBC to get it commissioned, and then Sheridan was cast, and I think Natalie Case Casey was cast and Catherine Drysdale. So basically me and Ralph, we were the start of the show. So, you know.
Also, what you're not saying is like, so, you know, what really sort of drew you to that character, and what Will's not saying is, Will was Gaz.
Yeah, hey.
He's exactly the same.
No, Gaz, right?
Worked in a garage. Apart from that, exactly the same.
I can work in, apart from that, it's me. No, yeah, and listen, a lot of the characters you play when you're acting, you've got to put a bit of yourself in there. That's what you have to do. But honest to God, I can't tell you, some of the best years of my life was making 2 pints of lager in a bucket, because we were young, we were getting paid, we rehearsed for about 4 hours a day and complained. We were like, what time have we got to be in? 10 o'clock, finish at 3.
There were some days, we'd come in on like a Tuesday, we didn't film till the Friday, we'd come in on a Tuesday, and we'd start work at so spoiled, early 20s. We'd come in at like 10, and then by about 11, one of us would be going, you don't really need me for the afternoon, do you? It's like, we'd worked an hour.
Hey, not only that, if we had 2 scenes off, we'd go to the pub across the road, come and get us when you want.
Just from the pub.
This is for rehearsals.
But do you know what we were saying about how the world's changed? You wouldn't get away with that. In fact, you wouldn't even think to do it now. But at the time, that seems just normal.
And also to read a script that makes you laugh, and you say, we can't say that, and then you go, well, we are saying that, or, you know, it was really good. And then once we had a show that people enjoyed, people had come and queue up for hours and hours just to get into the live show. It was like this. So all the live audience was there, and all the sets were here. So the cameras would move down the sets, and then we'd come out and then say hello to the audience, then we'd come and do our scenes. So it was like doing theatre and TV in one go. The feeling of adrenaline by the end of the night was amazing, and then you'd have the weekend off, we'd all go, well, partying.
We'd all go, Will's right, actually. What he's sort of not mentioned is that by about series 3, so when we did series 1, nobody knows the show because it's not been on yet, but like, what I think the system is at the BBC is you go, I'd like to go and see a BBC show, so I'll apply and you get tickets. So what actually happened was for episode 1, series 1 and throughout series 1, we've got an audience that has no idea what they're watching and different ages, different demographics. So we're coming out going, hey, look at me, doing all our like laddie jokes. And there's like, and there's like elderly couples going, this is not for me, I'm going to read it right, I'm not having.
There was people knitting. It was like knitting on the I wonder what this is about, Barbara. Boiled sweets whacking off the teeth.
Another Werther's original, right? So, and it's like this. I don't blame them because that wasn't for them, but they didn't know any better because the show hadn't been on. So series 2, we started to get a bit more people who, you know, got the show. By series 3, the entire of the live audience when we would record an episode was full of fans of the show who really, really loved it, and it was amazing because we'd get announced, like when me and Will just came up on the stage. Now it'd be like there would be a warm-up guy before we started filming, and he'd sort of be telling jokes. That was Jason Manford, by the way.
Yes,
before he was
our warm-up guy.
Jason Manford was our warm-up.
He started his career.
Yeah. He'd be nowhere without us.
He's not giving me a penny.
No, nothing. He's never even said thank you. And we'd get announced, and it'd be like, okay, and he's like, okay, everyone, you ready to welcome the cast of 2 Pints? So first of all, and I think it was usually me and Sheridan would get it. So first of all, playing Janet and Johnny, it's Ralph Little and Sheridan Smith, and we'd walk out, and because people were fans of the show by this point, and they'd come to see the show and see us, people would go crazy, and they'd have like banners with names on and everything. Yeah. It's the closest I've ever felt to what a rock star must feel like. It was amazing. We used to walk out and do 2 Pints. So yes, that's a very long way of saying Will's right. It was the most amazing experience.
Yeah, and you don't know until it's gone what you had.
I'm just enjoying this,
Anyway, that's the truth. You know what I mean? Enjoy life, man. Because
I mean, you have been lucky at the start of your career, especially with 2 Pints. But then, of course, Hollyoaks, very similar. Not the similar stories, but
Hollyoaks was before 2 Pints.
Yeah,
I was 19.
Yeah. So that's you've got young actors, Jeremy Edwards, Terry Dwyer. Great actors. That must have been a great experience as well, learning from them. And it seemed like a real family on that programme as well as 2 Pints as well.
Hollyoaks was the start of my career age, going from, I wonder if I'll ever get a chance to do this full time as a job, because I was an actor from 12 years old. Ralph is a young actor as well. And when you start out, you might get a commercial, or you might get an episode here, or something there, and then to get something constant and you can call it your career and it's your job. Hollyoaks was the start of that for me, because everything changed overnight. I went for a casting like the X Factor. It was hundreds of people at Mersey Television, and then they'd have your Polaroid taken, and then we'd audition, and then they'd just say, right, you can go, and then it just get narrowed down.
Did you go through like 5 rounds?
Yeah,
that's what it used to be when I was a child actor. That's how you go, hundreds of people, and you get narrowed down and down. Yeah.
It was all day, and then I found out it was between me and one other person, and I thought, if I don't get it now, this could be the only chance I ever get to do this as a job and my life and my career. And I got the part, and then I got on the Friday, and I was filming on the Monday, and we'd done all this press, and then I walked past, and there was me on a bus stop, and then me going past on the side of a bus, and then every magazine you open, it's so suddenly you're just thrown into this other world.
It's difficult to keep your head. You know, it's like, obviously the Royal Family was a similar thing for me, and suddenly you're like, oh my god, like I'm in magazines and everything, and it is difficult to keep your head. Like it's like you have to work really hard to not not disappear up your own
rectum.
I don't know. I mean, I look back and I'd like to think I sort of kept my head to a point. But like if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have been even a little more chilled.
You can't help
so excited.
Naturally go
so excited. You're 18 years old. I was 18 when it came out. You're 18 years old and suddenly going. It feels like everything.
Winning awards. As well.
It feels like everything I was 19 years old with getting a BAFTA with the Royal Family, and it was like I was like, life's amazing and I'm amazing. It was like, no, just chill, mate, just chill.
But you need to go through that to understand what not to do. But you need life's learning. You've got to keep learning. You know, you just got to learn from your mistakes. If you make mistakes, learn from it. And I think we all got a bit carried away, because you would do when you're young. Why wouldn't you? I mean, people wanting to know who you are on the street and all that stuff is one thing, but when people are shouting horrible stuff to you on the street, that's another thing as well you got to deal with. Yeah. When you're on Hollyoaks and you're young and you get young girls coming over, then you've got their boyfriends saying all the worst things in the world because you've had a picture with his girlfriend. All that, walking down the street, got people saying horrible stuff. You have to deal with that. So the nice stuff is one stuff, but you've got to deal with the other side of it. And I struggled with that, because I was like, hang on, why can't I punch him in the face? Because if you're on the telly, right, if in the street someone walks up to you and goes, hey you man, and says horrible stuff to you, you know, you're not allowed, but if you're on the telly, apparently you're allowed to do that. And I struggled with that. So for a while I just punched people.
It's funny though, it's never happened to me. No one says horrible stuff to me on the street. I think it's something about Will's face.
Yeah.
No, I've not told you this. I probably should save it for the podcast, but whatever.
Save it when you're on the pod.
About only a few weeks ago, somebody recognised me in a pub. I was in a pub in London, and I was really, really desperate for the toilet.
I thought you were going to say drunk.
I was really, really drunk and desperate for the toilet. I was desperate for the toilet, and let's just say I needed the toilet for quite a long time. I needed to be in there a while, right? So I'm walking to the toilet like this, right? And I'm going.
Rolling a cube.
Actually, to be fair, I'm more walking to the toilet like this.
And why don't you give me that vegan burger?
Yeah,
I want the vegan burger.
So I'm going to the toilet, and this guy walks past. I'm heading downstairs into this pub, and he's like, "Oh mate, I love the Death in Paradise, Ralph." And I was like, "Yeah mate, sorry, look, I'll catch you in a minute, okay?" Right, because I didn't want to be rude. And he goes, "Yeah, can I get a selfie?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I just got to go to the toilet." He goes, "Can't you do it now?" I went, "Mate, I'm absolutely turtling." I'm crowning, right?
Touching cloth.
I said,
that's ours, isn't it? Yeah, that's ours.
I said, I'll do it. Just let me. I actually said, just let me get into the toilet. Is what I said. And he took it so literally that I'm sat in a cubicle, going, oh my god. And then I hear this. While I'm in a cubicle delivering.
Oh no.
And I'm thinking, why does he think that this is okay?
That's so weird.
Isn't it? Like, but who's he thinking? He's like, well, he did say wait till he get in the toilets. I've done that. This is fair. What does he think I'm going to do? Open the door after he knocks it, hands around my ankles and go, yeah, mate, just pass me your phone.
It's so weird.
This is honestly, and I've mentioned this because these are the weird sides of it. Like, you would assume people would know that that's not a thing to do, but sometimes people do that sort of stuff. And it's important to realise that often nobody's trying to be weird, so you've just sort of got you're in this weird situation where I come out and the guy's waiting outside the toilet after he's knocked on the door, and I know he's waiting, and I know I'm going, oh, you shouldn't really go in there for 3 to 5 working days. And he's just waiting outside, so then we have to stand there doing a selfie, and I know that his eyes are watering with what but you have to be pleasant.
Enjoy your lunch, everybody.
Yeah, and you just sort of almost have to sort of pretend like it's like, yeah, this is normal, sure, mate, yeah, let's do a selfie.
I went for dinner once with my wife, before she was my wife, and we were sat across the table, this is the God's honest truth, having dinner, and you can feel people coming over. And listen, anybody wants to come over and say hello, I have never said no to anyone having a picture, not a problem at all. We're the lucky ones that we get to do what we do. I totally know that. But we're having dinner, this lad comes over, literally eating with my missus, lovely restaurant, and he says, mate, you let gas off 2 part, yeah, he went, sign me bird's tits, will you? And she's like this over my wife's starter. And my wife, and I went, mate, I'm with my missus, and that's your missus, what you? And he said, oh, just sign her tits, please. So my wife's gone, just sign them. And I'm like this, and he's got a pen, and I'm like this, signing, my wife's eating the soup. Cheers, mate, and off he goes. And I just went, this is weird, isn't it? Just no other situation would you do that. It's just weird, but it's part of, the crazy life, but it's a blessed life.
I bet it was the longest essay you've ever written, wasn't it? I bet you took your time.
The only one a good spell, right, was my own name. Didn't do well at school.
And from what I've found, when I've done like TV awards, the thing that I couldn't get my head around was you'd have EastEnders, you'd have all the guys off there, and the crowd would go, oh, then they're shouting the character names.
Yeah.
And then going, that's the actor, that's not the character name, you're getting it confused.
Well, you know what though?
I don't mind it. But you don't mind it, but it just seemed weird for me.
It's fine, you don't want to correct people, because if that's what they see you as, great, you know what I mean? The fact that anybody wants to come and say hello to you, we're blessed, you know what I mean? We're blessed that we're still doing it. We said this in the pod, that we're still doing this at our age now, and we've been doing it all this time, and to still call what we love a job, we're blessed to be able to do it. There's a lot of people who dream to do what we do and don't get a chance, so
I know you're saying about that thing about like the actors versus characters, and when I was younger I used to be like, oh, don't call me by my character name, but actually I take it as a compliment now, I really do. If somebody shouts in the street, if they're like, hey, Johnny or Anthony or Neville or whatever, I'm like, how lucky am I to have played a character that has resonated so much with somebody that they think of me as that character, and I think that's a massive compliment. When I was younger I used to be like, oh, I'm an actor and they should see that, but actually I couldn't care less now. I actually think it's great, I love it.